With my camera. Welcome to the other side of normal, where strange stories, unexplained experiences, and curious minds meet. I'm your host, Nacho. Here, the questions matter more than the answers. This is the other side of normal. Happy Sunday to everybody. What's going on today? Try to bring up the live on my phone to make sure that everything's good. Says we're live. I want to make sure that. Oh yeah, we're live. Hey Henry, how you doing, buddy?
You're on. You're live. Is your cat ball on, babe?
Cat balls turned on.
Awesome.
Cat balls are turned on just in case. If you two would like to play with those cat balls, feel free to touch them. Let us know that you're here. Phone is yours. Wait a few minutes to get some more people on. Says we got 4 people on, so see somebody watching me. Uh, so we were asked to go back to the Bel Air house on Friday with some other teams. And so we went on Friday the 13th. Interesting night to say the least. I caught something on camera that I can't explain, and we'll actually talk about it tomorrow night on our podcast. Um, because our friends from Alone in the Dark are coming on the podcast tomorrow night, and they're the ones that invited us to Bel Air. So we were there with Alone in the Dark. We were there with Helleview Paranormal, and we were there with Future Ghosts. So there's 4 teams there. There was 8 of us, and we had a good time. Uh, and I'm very interested to share tomorrow night with them what I caught on camera. I haven't gotten through much of the video. This one was like 30 minutes in, and I saw it, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And I watched it about 45 times, and I cannot tell you what it is. So yeah, so we're gonna look at that tomorrow night. So just a teaser, tune in tomorrow night at 6 to find out what it is. I think it's pretty cool. Um, Shadow's on. Hello, Shadow. Thank you for stopping. Always appreciate it. Megan is here. Yes, we'll be at OSR on Thursday night. And I get a new doll, right? Oh, you're going to I haven't heard of the Plum House. That sounds exciting. All right, Shadow, send me a let me just write that down. I was gonna say send me a message, but I have some paper here. Oh, and check this out. Not only do I have paper, but I have my very own. Oh, you can't see it very well. Verona Ghost pen. Huh? That's pretty cool. 827 Plumhouse. And I wrote 27, I mean, wrote 72 and said 27. So it's 827 Plumhouse with David Alcorns. I will reach out to I will reach out to him, Shadow. If you would let him know that I'll be reaching out to him, that would be pretty cool. I I do have hats and I do have shirts for sale. Um, I would have to send you some pictures because I just haven't got to the point that I'm that organized with it. My sister Donna Sherman, who will probably pop on in a little while, she does all of our. Well, she doesn't do our hats. I have another lady that's very nice that does our hats. Um, they are embroidered. They are not pressed on or anything. But my sister does all of our shirts, and I can get you some images and some ideas of what we have. We just have the regular Verona Ghost shirt with the Verona Ghost logo on the front and the big logo on the back. But then we have a bunch of other shirts that have different sayings and whatever on 'em. Some of them has eyes, glowing eyes, and it says, "It's behind me, isn't it?" I'm always down for a trade, Henry. That's the great part about paranormal. You can always trade stuff, so we can definitely talk about that. So this week we got a whole bunch of people. I think there's like 20 something of us going to OSR for a private investigation. Um, Al May set it up. Trap Souls, Verona Ghosts, Savage Energy. Shoot, I can't think of everybody that's going, but there's quite a list of people that are going. RC Paranormal's going. Um, yeah, it's a lot of teams. It's gonna be fun. All right, sorry, I had to get my light adjusted here. There we go. Been having trouble with my microphone, so I changed how my microphone's set up, and hopefully this keeps us from having microphone issues. You know, Connie Underwood just signed in, and I looked at it and I said, Carrie Underwood is on my podcast. Connie, I'm sure you're every bit as famous as she is, and welcome. I appreciate you stopping in. Oh, so I talked to somebody today, so we're confirming another other side of normal podcast. I got another guest coming in that's a business owner, and she is awesome. So we're going to get her on here, and somebody that we know and is very dear to our hearts. Let's see. Megan says 27 spirits. I left them out. RC, Sops, Trap Souls, Almay, Verona, and Savage Energy. I think that is the entire list of who's going to um, Ohio State Reformatory on Thursday night. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it should be a wild time. We've got a whole list of uh, fun things for people to do there. Some great challenges and just a bunch of great people. So I'm looking forward to that. I have not met the ladies except for Megan from Savage Energy. So I'm looking forward to meeting them. I've met everybody else and just a good group of people. Good group of people. Tomorrow night on the other side of normal um, was supposed to be the Steel Brothers. Um, and well, hello, David. Thank you for jumping on. I'll be reaching out to you because Shadow highly recommends that I have you as a guest, and that would be awesome. So I'll reach out to you afterwards as well. But tomorrow night was supposed to be the Steel Brothers. They're some local guys here. I think a lot of, and they their group is relatively new, but they've been around the paranormal community. One of them, uh, as everybody knows, is the old rookie Troy. Um, had taken a fall weeks ago, and he's still in the hospital, basically learning how to walk again. Um, he's still got some recovery to go. So if you would keep him in your thoughts, that would be incredible. Um, but we just postponed them. We did not cancel them. We're going to have them on, but in their place, we're going to have Bill and Zach from uh, Alone in the Dark Paranormal, who we just went to investigate with this last weekend. So they're good guys, and that should be a lot of fun as well. So that's tomorrow night at 6. That's awesome, David. We would love to talk with you, um, and I'll get your information and all that good stuff, and we'll spend a few hours with you one evening. That would be great. That would be great. Look at you, Shadow, just combining people together. Great job. We appreciate you, Shadow. Shadow's been following us for, I don't know, probably the better part of a year, and pops in on our lives and while we're on investigations and asks us some good questions and led us to meeting Henry. And now he's bringing on meeting us, getting us to meet David, and that is really cool. So I appreciate you, Shadow. That means a lot to me, and that's really what this, a lot of what this paranormal community is about: bringing people together, making lifelong friends who all have the same outlook and the same ideas. Right? We all want the same answers. So yeah, Shadow was pretty damn cool. I agree with that. I agree with that. Us too, or us too, Shadow. Us too. We are, everything we do is about unity. Matter of fact, we have named 2026 the year of para unity for our group. I think I don't even remember how many actually investigations we have coming up, but every one of them are collaborations with other groups, and some of them are mini groups, like this week. Um, but I think it's important to get out there and meet people, share ideas. You know, you can learn something from everybody. I don't care if they started yesterday. You can learn something from them. You know, leave your what is it? Deborah always says, leave your problems at the door. Not leave your problems. Leave your ego at the door. Um, absolutely, check your ego, and let's go investigate the paranormal. Somebody's going to ask. So the cigar of today is called the Filthy Hooligan. It's a Alec Bradley cigar. We're going live. Oh, awesome. Wednesday night, we're, like I said, we'll be at OSR, but hopefully I'll be able to tune in and check it later. Yes, Henry was a great guest. We were on over 2 hours with Henry. Yes, check your ego at the door. That's that's a great saying. That is a great saying. Yes, we're on YouTube, and I believe we are on both Facebook pages now. We weren't able to stream on the other side of normal. Um, because the channel was too new, and we are actually streaming live on the other side of normal now. Um, this is the first time we've gotten to do both channels as well as the YouTube. So um, it seems like it's been forever. Eventually, this will move over to the other side of normal, um, or it won't. I may just be like, "Psh, we're keeping it on Verona Ghost. I don't know. Because like I said, today's the first day I actually got to stream on there. So, and Megan says, make sure you vote for our challenges. If you are on here and you have not checked in with us, go to our page. Um, we have some challenges that we have people. We're voting for team members from different teams to have different challenges at the OSR investigation, and some of them are pretty gnarly. You know, they're going to be handcuffed and blindfolded, and it's going to be some pretty cool stuff. Um, yeah, the other side of normal is our podcast page, but like I said, we haven't been able to broadcast on there because it was new. Um, so we've been on the Verona Ghost page, and then we're on the Verona Ghost other side of normal YouTube page. And let's see, the other side of normal just has the other side of normal logo. Let me see if I can pull one up for you here. So when you're searching, you can find it. So when you're searching for it, you'll just see the other side of normal. So we're actually live on both right now. Um, David, you asked how often we go live. If we're at an investigation, we will go most of the night. um, for our podcast is every Sunday at noon. Um, we do Sunday Funday. We just talk about just about anything. I also use it as a backup plan for somebody that can't make our regular podcasts. Our regular podcasts are either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. And it's only one. I try to keep it to one per week, but it's 6 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday nights, just because I figure most people are home in the evening and it's at 6 p.m. Um, and not out doing things. So we kind of keep those evenings open. Um, I'm already scheduled out through I think the first week of April. We've got the Paranormal Girls. We've got Alone in the Dark. I've got God Bay Paranormal coming back. They had to cancel the last time. I think that's all I have scheduled for right now. And then I've got one I just did today that I'm not going to tell you about her yet. I'm going to wait till she gets a hold of me. Okay, cool. Yeah, Facebook is funny. I don't know. Sometimes people can't find it. When my sisters always tell me, I can't find you. I'm like, well, I'm here. Um, but yeah, that's kind of crazy how you can go on Facebook and not find something. Let's see. Well, let's see. Yeah, so you can go on our pages and vote for those people. Mark is on our team, and if you vote for Mark, I would really appreciate it. I'm sure he'll get me with a revenge vote later, but that's all right. I'm all about it. Deborah wants to know, what does everybody think of the Bigfoot sightings in the past 2 weeks in Ohio? And have you heard about it? I'll give you my thoughts on it. It's really cool. I believe that maybe one or two of those actual sightings are real. I think everybody else is just jumping on the bandwagon. Um, and when everybody goes out there and flocks to where these sightings are, it just makes a mess. If you're in that area and you're a novice or less, excuse me, a novice or less level investigator, just don't go and wreck the scene. Let the people that really do that, let them go in there and check it out. I know that everybody wants to be the person that finds Bigfoot, but you're going to do more harm than good if you don't really know what you're doing and what you're looking at, what you're looking for. And my God, if you find Bigfoot, what are you going to do? What is your plan? Do you have a plan? Because myself, I am not a Bigfoot hunter. Um, I wouldn't have a plan. If I saw Bigfoot, I would be I'd be out of my mind, but I wouldn't have a plan. So let's hang it up to these guys. Let's leave it up to these guys that really know what they're doing and let them do the research. And for all these people that say they've seen a Bigfoot, nobody has a video of it. Everybody in the freaking world has a camera on their person at all times now, and nobody got any type of video. That's why I'm not so much into believing that all these sightings are real. David, we are located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We investigate Pennsylvania, Ohio, a lot in Ohio because there's a lot there. West Virginia, Indiana, New York, all around our area. We try to keep it within like 5 hours. But now we're becoming friends with all these people in Florida, so we we're going to try to plan a trip with our friends from 27 Spirits to go back out, check out Henry at the old jail, and now David, we're going to meet David, so we got to go visit David as well. If you're there, why not go to as many as you can? We're also going to Ocean City for a couple days in May. Do some investigating there. Oh, Lori said she did not hear about it. In Ohio, there have been about 8 different sightings, all within the same. I don't want to say area, but they can easily be linked one to another, um, and it just keeps coming back, more and more and more. But nobody's produced really any evidence. David, my thoughts on Bigfoot is I don't know. Yes, I think they're all in Portage County. Um, I don't know enough about the Bigfoot side of it to really speak on it. I have a really good friend that I had on last week, Bill Rigby, who has been doing this a very long time. Um, and I only know what he has told me, and I am not the biggest student, but I'm definitely going to go investigating with him. Um, I always felt that like a Bigfoot could be something like interdimensional because you can find tracks and then all of a sudden they just disappear. Well, where the hell did some people think like they're aliens and they were beamed up. Um, I don't know if I do agree with the alien theory, but I again, I don't know enough about this, but I could see it being something interdimensional. Um, but yeah, I don't know enough about them, and shame on me because it's something that I've always been passively interested in. Yeah, he actually told me if I wanted to go hunt with him, Megan, I could. So I'm going to wait for the weather to warm up, and I'm going to take advantage of that. Um, I told him that he'd probably have to slow down and wait for my big ass, but he's a few years older than me, but I'm sure he navigates the woods much more adeptly than I do. That is for sure. Um, what else is going on? So I've been at the Bel Air house twice in 3 weeks. Once with the Ghost Sisters and my good friend Ryan from Trap Souls, and then yeah, and then this week I went with Alone in the Dark. They invited us to go, and that was really cool. I enjoy getting out with people that I know and people that I've not met. So that's kind of what we're about. We like to meet new people and go investigate places, whether I've been there or not. Yeah, this weather, it's supposed to be 70 tomorrow or 70 today and then snow tomorrow. What? Talk about bipolar weather. Uh-huh. Mother Nature needs some meds. I don't know what she's got going on, but she needs some help. Yeah, I don't know if you take a coat, but an Arctic parka or something, because man, the weather is wild. Yeah, I've already teased the stuff on Friday. Um, Tune into the podcast tomorrow night. I'm gonna show Zach and Bill and see what they think about it. They'll be the first ones to see this video. I just, for the life of me, can't figure out what I'm looking at, and I think it's pretty crazy. So that'll be interesting. I know what it's not. I just don't know what it is. Yeah, 70. I'll take 70. I would take 55 for sure. You guys don't want to play with those cat balls today? Huh? You know how to do it. So, is there anybody else you guys want to see on the podcast? Anybody else that I should invite and get to know? Oh, did you hear that? I think there's one here. Holy moly. Might be a Bigfoot in the house. Yes, I'm done with the snow. I'm done with it. I would love to be somewhere warm. No more of this stuff that hurts my face. Let's get on with the warm weather. So yes, I did talk to Christopher. He emailed me. We had actually, I was supposed to be on their podcast maybe a year ago, and something happened. It just didn't work out. So we are in touch, and I think we will definitely do something in April. I just haven't got back to him. I've got I've got two invitations out to people, and one has tentatively accepted. She should have a confirmed date today, and I'm waiting for the other to confirm a date, because I don't want to schedule two or three people the same day and have it be a big mess. Um, so that's why I'm waiting to schedule a date with Christopher. Um, so we'll see if the bipolar mother nature. Yeah, she's she's had some issues this year. I don't know. I don't know what her issue is. I don't know if somebody treated her bad, but she is out there this year for sure. So let's see what else is going on. We've got going back to the Rainsworth Lodge. I need to pull up the calendar here. Let's take a quick peek at our calendar because I can never tell where we're going. Um, so March 18th, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh no, Wednesday. I'm sorry, Wednesday. Um, I will be on with Bill Rigby. I'll be on his podcast, Agency That Explained, and he has Christina Bloom on there as well. And then I think he said he was going to invite somebody else, and I don't know if he has yet or not. So that's the 18th at 7 p.m. Um, that I'm going to be on with Bill. So I misspoke earlier, David, when I said Wednesday I'd be on an investigation. I'm wrong. Yeah, 85 in Florida today, sand and flip flops. Yeah. Right now, it's us flipping and flopping with the 60-mile-an-hour winds. Yes. So we're doing the podcast with on the Agents of Unexplained on Wednesday, Ohio State on Thursday, the 20 March the 21st. We're going to be doing a live podcast from a homebrew festival here in Pittsburgh, and it's going to be from 5 to 9. I'm a brewer. That is my job. I brew beer. But I grew up in the homebrew community, and all these guys are my friends. A lot of them were mentors to me. Um, and so I always try to go and support them. So we're going to be having a vending table set up, and we're going to sell some merch, and we're going to do a live podcast. I'm going to walk around and sample beers, and interview people, which should just be a blast. That's the 21st of March. March 24th, we have this Paranormal Girls. That's at 6 p.m. March 31st, we have at 6 p.m. God Bay Paranormal, like I said. Then April 4th, we are going to the Rainsworth Lodge in Gettysburg. with Steel City Paranormal and 27 Spirits. And then April 11th, we're going back to the Reliquary at St. John's with our friends from Unique Paranormal 1.5. That those those two right there are going to be great investigations. Some of my favorite people and two really good spots. I think the Reliquary is my favorite spot now. If you've not been to the Reliquary of St. John's, it's in Fredonia, PA, and I highly recommend it, man. It will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. Um, April 26th is Beyond the Spirits at 7 p.m. We'll be having Ostered Maynard as our guest. That's the other podcast I'm on. And then May 8th, we're going to the Greg Kreitz Octagon House in Ohio. And a whole lot more on the schedule. But man, I haven't been to either ISS or Billy Creek, and that should be a blast. And we shouldn't have to worry about it being cold or snowy out there. Do we ever get to the Greensburg area? Oh, we're not far from Greensburg. We're in Verona. Um, I just don't know if that's haunted out there. Um, so if you know of some places, definitely let us know. We'll check them out. Um, we do paracons, we do investigations, anything else somebody comes up with, like a beer fest, we're all into. But yeah, if you know of anything in Greensburg, in the Greensburg area, like I said, that's like 35, 40 minutes from us. We would definitely go to Greensburg for sure. Where's my question lady? Kind of half waiting on my sister too, Donna, to stop in. I know she had church today. My mom was in the hospital all week, so she was running around taking care of business that needed to be done. But my mom is home and doing much better. I have all kinds of alerts come over my phone here, and I'm not sure what the deal is. um, but yeah, that's kind of our schedule for the next little while, anyway. And if you guys can come up with anything else, absolutely let us know. We're into all kinds of stuff, right? I mean, we've had some crazy days. Work's been crazy. Life's been crazy. The weather's been crazy. Got a contractor showing up this afternoon. All that cool stuff, for sure. I'm going to send my sister a message. Hello. She'll be like, I'm on my way. Stop rushing me. How about movies? Has anybody watched a good movie lately? I could use something good to watch. Doesn't even have to be a movie. Could just be a show or a series or whatever. What's good out there? We watched Roofman a couple weeks ago. Yeah, has anybody seen the new Scream movie? I'm not big into sequels and part 37s, but some of them I can get into. The Jurassic Park is one I just watched. I don't even know what that was. Part 62 of Jurassic Park. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Um, I don't know about the Scream movie. I don't know if I'd even want to see it. I don't know if I ever seen anything past like the first one. uh, Again, I've never been the biggest sequel movie. I think I saw the first two or three of the Saw movies, and maybe the first couple of Texas Chainsaw Massacres, but just not a big sequel guy. I watch a lot of them. Matter of fact, I did miss Paranormal Nightmare this week, so I got to catch up on that because Foreman Brothers are my favorite. I like them a lot. I trust what they do. I trust that what they say is for real. Based on video. It's on the southern ocean of blood, but I can't hear it. Oh, that's odd. All right, let me see if I can do this real quick. Deborah's asking everybody about St. Patty's Day. I'll share with you guys. Um, Bear with me just a moment here. But I work for a company called Iron City. Well, I work for a company called Pittsburgh Brewing, and we make Iron City beer. And yesterday was um, huh. Yesterday was the here we go. Was their St. Patty's Day. We call it Irish City, and so being the Irishman that I am, I had to break out the old kilt. So that was me pre the fest. Had all my Irish garb on. Drank some green beer. Actually, I drank one green beer. All right, Megan, I'm gonna have to check that out. Let me know the name for sure. All right, there's enough of looking at that. But yeah, I had the old kilt on yesterday. We went around drinking beers and being silly. Um, so we have at our brewery shadow, we have this really cool 24-foot television, and we have it on for the NCAA tournament. People come to the brewery and hang out and watch the games on our huge TV. Um, I think it's 24-foot diagonal, so that tells you how big it is. It's the second largest television in Pennsylvania. The only bigger one is at Acrisure Stadium where the Steelers play. So we've got a pretty massive TV there, and a lot of people come and watch the basketball games. And when I'm done with work, I may wander up and have a beer or seven and watch a little bit of basketball with some friends that pop in from time to time. But that's kind of fun. That's what I said. It's 24 feet. Somewhere I have a picture of it too, but I don't have time to dig for it. How can you see people who are on, but I can't? That doesn't make any sense. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? And when I was just talking about 27 spirits, Jennifer is one of those from the 27 spirits. Bel Air was pretty good. And I'm not letting the cat out of the bag right now, but I caught something on camera that is really interesting. So we're gonna debut it tomorrow night when Zach from Alone in the Dark is on with us. I want them to see it. I don't want to say first because we've seen it, but I haven't showed it to anybody else. So they're gonna view it in real time and see it first and with everybody else. So if you get a chance to jump on tomorrow, um, I think it's worth your time. It's a really cool video. Um, like I said, I don't know what it is, but I know what it's not. So uh, it's so weird because you see people and talk to people that I don't see, and I talk to people that you don't see. Well, so yes, different platforms. Some people are on Facebook, some people are on YouTube, um, and now with two different Facebook pages. I'm not sure how the integration works, but it just tells me that there's 10 people on here, and I couldn't tell you who is on unless they reply. They do have a page, um, Alone, Alone in the Dark Paranormal. There's my sister. I think she might have just got home. I've yapped for 45 minutes and haven't said nothing about anything. She just got home, waiting for you. Hi, Donna. How are you? Yes, my mom was in the hospital this week, and my sister really stepped up as always. Made sure mom got to the hospital and was taken care of and ran back and forth. And she's a trooper. So I appreciate her doing that because I am nowhere near and she is there. We got to the Bel Air house Friday night, 5 o'clock, and then by like 5:05, the power was out and stayed out till well after we left, somewhere around 3 a.m. Nasty, nasty storms. It sounds like it came back on a little after 4 a.m. Nope, you're fine. I know you had things to do today. I was just telling everybody how awesome you were taking care of mom this week and making sure she had what she needed and where she had to go. And but yes, and I did give mom a call today and got to talk to her for a little bit. She's in good spirits. She's recovering at home, and we're going to go visit on Thursday night, Friday morning after running around the prison all night. Um, the batteries we had some things that got drained. We had some things that made it. When we first got there, the power went out. We had some equipment break. It was an unreal start to the night. Um, and then it just got weirder. So we didn't find this out until yesterday morning. but I had started the evening. We were just kind of had things up. We were just not quite getting ready to start investigating, and I started talking about a video I saw online, or maybe by that had to do with Sam and Colby at the Bel Air house, and they had taken a friend with them. And I didn't remember the friend's name, but the friend said something very inappropriate about the owner of the Bel Air house. And of course, they have cameras in there, so they can see and hear what you're saying, right? So he said something very inappropriate, and somebody from the Bel Air house leaked it. I don't know the whole story behind it, but anyway, the side-eyed guy um, was doing a video on it, and he played it, and blah blah blah. So I was just telling them, and mostly nobody had heard of it. So we went into this investigation right after that, and they were using a Phasma box. And as soon as we turn it on, we get this name Seth, and then we probably get the name Seth 10 to 12 more times the rest of the night, and we couldn't figure out who Seth was. Text me, and he's like, "Here's a video that you were talking about, and the friend of Sam and Colby, his name was Seth." So somebody in the house wanted us to know his name was Seth, and for whatever reason, we didn't know it, but they were telling us, and we still didn't get it. So it was just really really interesting that for all that time it was telling us Seth, and nobody was figuring it out. Well, I guess it was just me not figuring it out because I'm the only one that had seen the video. So when you ask a question, the spirits sometimes give you the answer and you don't even realize it. All right, so I got two people set up for April. Um, Shauna from Shauna Rigsby from the Doss House is going to be a guest. And she's like, just plop me in where you need me. So maybe we go Monday the 13th. What do you think about that? Damien, are you available Monday night the 13th to watch my podcast with Shauna from the Doss House? Whoops. Oh my God. Okay, so we got her on there. No clue at this moment. Yeah, I know that. I just was a good way to pull you into it. So she is confirmed. That's awesome. Um, David, are you still on? If you're still on, how about if we do yikes. March. April 20th through the 21st, 2021 or 22. Um at 6 p.m. Eastern time. If you're not on, I'll just reach out to you and ask you. uh, yes, our calendar's always pinned. Oh, you even when I first started, today is the Shamrock Filthy Hooligan from Alec Bradley. Very hard to get it to zoom in on it. But being that yesterday was St. Patty's Day, I got the old barber pole. And it's a good one. They make it everywhere. Awesome, David. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you pick the date. Let me know, but I'll reach out to you afterwards, and we'll get you scheduled in there too. Look at that. We have March pretty much wrapped up already. I'm sorry, April pretty much wrapped up already. So, Jennifer, you didn't get to see the picture. So I'll show you. Well, maybe you saw it. That was yesterday at the brewery. A cigar podcast. Oh my gosh. I am one of the moderators, admin on the Pittsburgh Cigar Club uh, Facebook page. We have, I don't know, I forgot how many thousands of people are in that group, but I go to all the shops locally, try to support all them guys are all good guys, and don't get out as much as I used to, but stop and pick up cigars wherever, and I enjoy my cigars. So maybe one day we'll do a cigar podcast. I don't know. Kelly, you're late again. Hey, I always say better late than never, right? And you're always here, so we certainly forgive you for being late.
All right, I gotta meet these people out there.
Oh, they're here. There's people picking up some. Uh, what do they call it? Flagstone or something for the backyard. I don't know. So Kelly, we were talking about the Bigfoot sightings in Ohio. Have you been keeping up on that? I think there's been 8 uh, Bigfoot sighting in the last, say, 10 days. And I'm just wondering why there's all these sightings, but nobody has come up with any good pictures of Bigfoot. What is this? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. That's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, I don't know. And then I said that all these amateurs are going to go out there and try to chase Bigfoot. And if there's actually any evidence out there, they're just going to wreck it. For the people that do know what they're doing, not that I'm one that knows what I'm doing, so I'm one that's not going to be out there. I mean, it would answer. It would catching one would go to answering a lot of questions. Um, but I do believe that there are some things that we are not supposed to know. Actually, I believe there's a lot of things we're not supposed to know, and Bigfoot might be one of them. Um, but boy, I sure would like to be 100% positive that what we think we've seen is what we've seen. Aside from all the fakes, and I'm going to tell you, if anybody that's doing anything that's fake, not no. We don't go for it. We don't fake paranormal evidence. We don't fake Bigfoot. We don't fake friendships. We don't fake. And it makes me sick that people fake things and think they get away with it or make others believe that what they did was fake. You go on social media, you see all these AI posts now. You can't tell if it's AI or not. You really have to study it to find out that, oh, yep, that's AI. And I guarantee you the AI Bigfoot posts are coming. People are going, oh, I got a Bigfoot. Yes, no faking anything in life. That's right. If you can't be real, don't why even bother, right? I agree with the follow and study, but I think gorillas are much more receptive, and Bigfoot by nature is very, very private and reclusive and does not want to deal with humans. And they're I tell you, AI does it destroys a lot of stuff for researchers. Um, AI has its place, but when somebody can go on there and create a video that looks so real that people believe it, uh, there's a problem. And I think there needs to be some type of legislation passed that if it's made with AI, it needs to be labeled exclusively this is made with AI, so that there is so much of the stuff that just people take to heart when they see it. Oh my God, I saw this and this was real. And you're lying to everybody when you do that. Oh, it was just for fun. Well, then let's label it just for fun. I'm all for fun, but making somebody believe something that's not true, no, that's not for me. Uh, Jacob, I'm intrigued by cryptids, but I would never go looking for Bigfoot. Something can pick me up and throw me through a forest. Is exactly something but a follow in the woods. So right, that's my point. If we're amateurs or less, then we don't need to be out there, especially in Ohio. All these people are flocking out there, and I had Bill Rigby on last week, and he talked just a little bit about the things that they look for when they go investigating for Bigfoot. And I would have never dreamed that the direction of a branch being snapped could tell you so much about what was in that area. Um, and so just by walking through somewhere harmlessly, you could destroy evidence that you didn't know. So yes, I completely agree with you. Now, my buddy Bill invited me to go out to the woods with him, and I will 100% take him up on that. Um, because I'm interested, but I want to go with somebody that knows what they're doing. Because, like you, I don't know if he could throw me all the way across the woods, but he could throw me a good distance. So yes, I agree with you that I don't have if I saw Bigfoot, if I found Bigfoot, I don't have a plan as to what I would do. I probably can't outrun him. Uh, I don't have a chance of being stronger than him. Doesn't end well for me. Um, Being with somebody that's more experienced gives me 3% chance of living. And Kelly, it's not just your poor mother, it's a lot of people that see things that they just believe, oh, that's real. I saw it on the internet. Um, it is. It's insane. It's absolutely insane that this stuff doesn't have to be labeled. And I'm sure at some point it's coming, but it needs to get here faster. We all make little pictures. This Sunday Funday picture was made with AI. Okay, um, because I don't have the time or the skills to use in any type of software to make that. So but I think you can look at that and tell that that's not a real place. Um, and I'm not selling it as a real place. I'm not telling people, hey, this right here, this is the house I live in, and I'm talking to you live from that house. No, um, take a mannequin dressed like yourself. Man, I'm barely going to be able to walk through the woods, let alone carry a mannequin with me. But that's a great idea. Of course, when he realizes it's not real, then he's going to be even madder, and then I'm going to be in more trouble. Also, Jacob, I have to tell you that when we were on our TikTok the other night, we did a live from the Bel Air house, and I do not remember her name. I think I have a screenshot of my phone. This girl says, "I know one of the people who are going to be with you this week at the Ohio State Reformatory, and her name's Caitlin." And I'm like, "That's pretty cool." So she popped into our live, and I'll make sure I take the picture so I can show Caitlin so she can be like, "Oh yeah, that's who it was." But it's funny how you meet people that know somebody else. Donna, did you ever actually get logged in? She said sorry, but I don't know if she ever logged in. Anywho, um, yeah, that AI stuff just makes me nuts. Um, be honest and be real in what you do, and you're going to go a lot farther in life.
Amen, brother.
You know, I guess people think it's fun and exciting to make up shit and be have 2 minutes of fame or whatever, but I'd rather be known as being real. I wish I could remember who it was. Oh, so her name is Ash Exo Christine. That's not gonna. You're not gonna be able to see that. But anyway, that's who it is. She was very nice. She was on my live for probably an hour, but very nice young lady. Asked a lot of good questions, and we enjoyed having her. No, you're exactly right. A lot of people fake it even without AI, and AI is even worse. I have no idea what you just tried to say. Um, oh, the homebrew festival next week in Cheswick. Next week's the 18th. Yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that fake way before AI. Um, and those are the people that we try not to associate with. So at the Brewfest, my sister made us some shirts. We have a few to wear and a few to sell at the Brewfest. It's booze and brews. Um, we were gonna use the logo from the place. It took a little while to get approval, and by then I was just like, you know what? Let's just do our own thing for Booze and Brews because we do around Halloween. We go to some of the local breweries here um, because I know the owners of all of them, being in the field. Um, we go there and take some equipment and tell ghost stories and talk to people, and we have a good time at all these breweries. So if we can take our Booze and Brews T-shirts with us there, we get a little more mileage out of them. But yeah, if anybody wants to check that out, it's a Serious Shriners in Cheswick, and it's the is it the ninth annual North Hills Homebrew Fest? Eighth annual. Last year was the first year I didn't attend. I usually had beer for everybody to taste there. The last couple of years I've been a judge. We were away last year. So this year I thought we'd change it up and just do a podcast. But ninth, that's what I said, ninth. Yeah. It's the ninth. So when we're there this year, I would have been all but one. So if you guys are in the area, there are still general admission tickets available. I think they're 25 bucks. There's one or two VIP tickets left, but I wouldn't count on getting those. But if you go, come hang out, say hi, have a couple beers, get your face on and voice on the podcast. It's a really good time with some really good people. They also have food trucks. I don't remember off the top of my head what food trucks, but if you're in the area, come and support them. It's a good time for sure. I have no idea how we've made it over an hour already because I couldn't tell you what I talked about. you, you can type that in. You don't have to yell. She's upstairs yelling stuff down to me. So not much left of Sunday. Um, like I said, she's got some contractors coming later today to talk about the rebuilding the back porch. And oh, hey Danny, dinner tonight is going to be Big Mac meatloaf. I saw it on TikTok and I'm like, I I want this. So now it's Big Mac meatloaf. I'll send you the TikTok later. The guy's hysterical. I really like watching this guy, but yeah, I don't eat a lot of fast food, but I love a Big Mac, and Big Mac meatloaf to me just sounds pretty damn good. Anybody have any new recipes they try at home? Deborah tries to make a new TikTok recipe at least once a week. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm waiting for that doll. I am waiting for that doll. I keep telling her to write a cookbook. She could probably make $10 off of that cookbook. Sell it to you for $9.95. Let me see if I can do this. Um, Megan, do you know the name of the doll? Um, let's see how I can do this. See, you could make $40 on a cookbook if there's four people that would buy it. Yes, I'd be all about that. All right, I'm gonna try to find this picture. Bear with me just another moment. Oh, oh, come on. Technology is not my friend. Um, Here we go. Bear with me. Just another moment. What's going on? Recent? Hmm. Wow. I don't know what's up. There. I'm gonna download it. Holy crap, that was terrible. It should never take this long to do that. Oh, garlic bread stuffed with lasagna? Get out of here. All right. So this is the doll that I'm adopting. Whoops, that is not the doll. That is not the doll that I'm adopting. That is the dork that I adopted. That's me. Let's try this again. Image. Let's select the right image this time. This is the doll that I'm adopting this week. There she is. What do you guys think of her? I think she's just creepy enough. That one did look like a mini me. I don't know. I would like to spend some time with her to get her name and learn more about her. Megan has her locked in the trunk of her car right now. But I definitely want to spend a little time with her and learn more about her. I know nothing about her. I know nothing about her at all. She's not coming back with me either, so you'll have to take her, or she's going to live at OSR. Oh, I'm bringing her home. She's she's coming home. You don't have to worry about that. She's probably going to have to live in the other room for a little while because these two guys they get along pretty well together. Um, but it took them a little while. But yeah, Well, you're not going to name her anything. I'm going to sit down with her and she's going to tell me what her name is. What if her name's Deborah? Then what? Oh. Well, you tell her Uncle Nacho will take care of her. Well, I want to find out her story and see what's up. You know, she may just be upset because she was just like left behind. Somebody just left her behind, and maybe she's upset because she was not in her home anymore. And I don't want to label anybody anything until we know. And I think that if there are issues, and we'll try to solve them. But I honestly believe, like, if you were ripped out of your home and just left wherever, you wouldn't be too happy. So, um, uh, yeah. So, Kelly, my friend Megan, that's on here, her daughter found her at a antique store and wanted her, and then they took her home, and they're like, nope, 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 we don't want her. So she's been living in Megan's car. Megan, have you had any car problems lately? Because I feel like if she was really, really bad, that you would be having car problems. Yeah, yeah. So, Kelly, this is always a great question. And the simple answer is, um, talk to her. Talk to her, find out what she has to say. Um, and if she'll talk, but if you have a doll that has a spirit, you just know. You just know. Um, it's it's uh it's just a thing that you get used to when you start hanging around dolls. So no car problems, but people keep getting goosebumps and feeling like they're being watched. And so again, I haven't met her. I don't know her. Um, but I feel like she's feeling lost. And I feel like, she was cast out of her home, and I think she wants to be loved, and she wants to feel secure. And I think that's what anybody wants in life or afterlife, right? Yeah, she looks very old to me. I mean, that material isn't something that you find a lot of today, but I don't want to give her a name. I want her to tell me her name, since we don't already know. At least it's not a clown. Uh, yeah, I mean, I could see that. People don't like clowns. I don't really care either way. I don't love clowns, but I'm not afraid of them. But just just seeing her picture, I get the vibe that she's lost, and she wants to feel like she belongs. Um, Again, I could be way off, and she could be the second coming of Annabelle, but you know these two have proven to me that just because a doll is haunted doesn't mean that they're out to get you. See, not everybody feels like clowns are cool. uh, and so, like that, you hit the nail on the head. She was definitely well loved at one time, and now that was taken away from her, and she just wants that same feeling again. She wants to be loved. She wants to know that somebody cares about her. I just think that she wants to feel like she belongs. But we'll find out in a week. Now that said, when I take her to my mom's house, she's probably not allowed to go in the house. So um, I don't want to go against mom's wishes. So she'll probably stay in the car or in the truck while we're there because mom said no. Cool. Amazon. Let's see. I could have a spirit box with her. I mean, if you want to do that, or we could do that at OSR. And I think that being somebody that was well loved, somebody drug her along with her wherever they went. And as you bring things along with you, um, things happen. Yes, she is allowed. And Tom said it was okay. Well, I definitely want to get to know her first and to see what energy she has and what she brings. And I'm not going to blindly trust, but I get the feeling that she just wants to feel secure. She would, but she's not getting her. Mhm. And she, like Tommy, would be a good doll to travel. Samantha's a little more fragile. You have to take extra special care of her, but I think she would travel well. But Megan, maybe we do that. Maybe we get the dowsing rods out. Maybe we get the spirit box out, and we just spend a little time with her and see what she has to say. I think that's a great idea. Tommy was there. That was his first trip when I got him. Um, Lots of bubble wrap. Yeah, see if you can keep Deborah from popping it. Dolls, but she doesn't seem scary. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that she is lost and she needs to feel secure and loved. again, that's just my feeling from looking at a picture, and that may mean nothing. And I think that's a great idea, Kelly. I absolutely do. And while I got you guys on here, um, we've started this new thing that you can have a subscription to the channel if anybody wants to. And I'm not, do not feel like anybody has to, but um, we started subscriptions for the channel, and we're going to start doing some insider stuff for people that are subscribers to the channel. You'll get some early release videos. You'll get some lives that others won't get, where you'll get it. We're going to do different type of membership giveaways. You know, you could get a T-shirt, you could get a hat, you might be able to get a investigation with the Verona Ghost Chasers. But we're going to do stuff like that, and you can find that on our page as well. But I think it's just something that would be cool to do. Um, and you know, obviously, we're not going to do that at this time, but something like that would be a good members only live. Let's see. Yes, Thursday when we go to Ohio State Reformatory, Megan's bringing her, and I'm sure she's going to give it to me the second that we get there to get it out of her hands. All the snacks. Hey, the snacks at Bel Air were top notch. We had jerky, we had these fudge cookies, peanut butter fudge cookies. We had vanilla wafers. We had pizza and sandwiches and chocolate chip cookies. And yeah, the snacks were top notch. And I did eat some snacks. So, huh? I said pizza. See, that's just how it works. Absolutely how it works. So I'm looking forward to getting her, checking her out, and get to know her. I need to be better with spending more time with my dolls, talking to them, learning more about them, and adding another one isn't going to add more free time, but I've got to get better at it. So yeah, well, we will definitely go live with that. We want a boo shirt. Well, we do have a few, and if I need some more, I know how to get them. Kelly, her daughter's the one that picked the doll. Oh, Connie, thank you so much for stopping. If you come up with ideas for Greensburg or any places, let me know. We'd love to come out. We'll invite you along. I think it would be fun. Just let us know. I'll contact Donna after the event. Yeah. All right, let's take her down. Probably running people off. But if you'd have said to me even a year ago that I would have a doll collection, I'd have laughed at you. There's no way in the world that I would be collecting dolls. And now this will be my third doll. No, Kelly, she actually decided that I should be the caretaker of the doll because it kind of freaks her out. So I said I would be happy to bring her home. Donna, that's Danny from Steel City Paranormal that wants the boo shirts. Well, thank you, David. I'm glad we could pass the time while you're on the road traveling. Kelly, there's your answer. They had it for about a week and said, "Let's get it to Uncle Nacho. He'll take it. He'll take good care of her." I love the idea of putting her on a shirt. So here's the $1 million question. If you were to put this doll on a shirt, what would it say? Come to Rainworth and give me one, Donna. Uh, do you want to play with me? That's kind of good. I like that. Or would you play with me? And yes, Danny, she is. She's the best. Saved by Uncle Nacho. Maybe she's the one that ends up saving me. How about that? Come play with me. How about would you play with me? Rainworth is on April 3rd. It's not April 3rd, is it? What's Friday? So Friday's the 3rd, overnight into the 4th. Friday is the 3rd. Are we going on Friday or are we going on Saturday? We're going on Friday. So it's the 3rd. I feel like we just did this once. It's Friday, April 3rd, into Saturday, the April 4th. So, yes, we're going Friday the 3rd. Wear me if you dare. Do stupid things, win stupid prizes. Do I scare you? Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to think about it. I'll have to get maybe I get a maybe I get a shirt with all of them on it. I don't know. I need that like I need a hole in the head. I like that. There you go, Danny. Color and size. She'll get it done by Thursday, and I can bring it back. And I can give it to you when we go to dinner on the 27th. Follow me for a scary good time. I don't know why anybody would want to follow me, but I like it. Follow me for a scary good time. All right, Donna, you got your work cut out for you. Oh, put her on the back of the shirt and on the front of the shirt, do the eyeballs and says, "It's right behind me, isn't it?" I kind of like that one too. It's all fun and games until my third eye opens. Oh, yeah. That's good, Jacob. That's good. Oh, great ideas. Well, I feel like I've taken up a bunch of your Sunday time, but I greatly appreciate all of you jumping on here and helping me with my doll. uh, it was a good Sunday fun day. We're closing in on an hour and 45 minutes, which is just unbelievable. Decide on the doll shirt too. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. We'll take some pictures at OSR with her, and you know if things go right, maybe she gets her own Facebook page. I don't know. Just a thought. Just a thought. We do content just for the dolls. I don't know. Definitely gets the old mind thinking though. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you so much. Oh, you guys have to stand by, and I'll come back after this, but I want you to um, check out the little outro I made, and then you guys can tell me what you said, what you said, what you think. I made a little outro for the videos going forward, and tell me if it's good or if it's a I should throw it away and try it. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for the Other Side of Normal podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, please let us know in the comments. Reach out to us via Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, any of those platforms. We're on them all. Send us an email. Next time you see me, just yell at me. Say, hey, I appreciate it. Also, let me know if there's somebody or something you want us to talk about on the show. If you have ideas for guests, let me know. Let the guests know and have them reach out to me as well. We're always looking for guests. I'd like to have a full schedule going forward, at least one a week, every week, on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday night. So, with that said, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time with us, and we will talk to you again. Nacho for the other side of normal. Peace. All right, so what do you think? Is it okay, or should I just scrap it? I don't know. I'm struggling with outros. I'm struggling with intros. I want people to know that I'm sincere in doing this and that I do appreciate you spending your time. Oh, dinner is Big Mac, Big Mac meatloaf, Kelly. It's Big Mac meatloaf. All right, but like I said, with the outro, I just wanted people to know that I'm sincere about this, and I appreciate everybody's time. And I really do look forward to doing this, and for you guys all to come on here. And every week, somebody new pops on that hasn't been on before. Jacob Berry was on today. He's not been on. Um, Kelly, Megan, Donna, they're always on. Anime's always on. Danny and Jim are always on. Uh, let's see. I met David today. We're going to get a hold of David and get him on the podcast. Shadow always comes on. Henry was on earlier. He's been on a lot lately. So I got a good mix of people that new and familiar, and I really appreciate it because this is your Sunday afternoon, and it means a lot to me that you'd spend an hour or almost 2 hours now with me. So I appreciate it, and I want everybody to know that, and I hope that that's how that comes through. And Kelly, I don't care if you're always late; you're always here, and that means a lot. And Megan, I will definitely get you hooked up. We'll have you on here on a Sunday for sure. And Jacob, if you have time, go back and go on our Facebook page or our YouTube and look at last week's podcast with Bill Rigby. He's a great cryptid hunter and a great guy, and that was a really good podcast. So if you got time and you want to check that out, please do. It was phenomenal. It really was. So all right, everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Um, Monday night, tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Alone in the Dark. Wednesday night, I'll be with Bill on his podcast. So I'll make sure to get all those shared out to you as well. Hope to see you all. All right, guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend because here comes Monday. Take care.